Rise in opposition to the bill this time, Mr. Speaker. We take an oath of office, and this is laid out so we don't get anybody jumping on me in terms of getting off topic, but I'm going to lay out my argument for unconstitutionality and why we should vote for it. So I may not go off the bill a little bit, but it's very important because it was brought up, constitutionality, and the constitutionality of the bill was brought up in the argument. So first of all, we take the same oath as judges. Right? In the Rhode Island Constitution, we take the same oath as judges. We have a responsibility to do the same thing judges do, which is to judge constitutionality. Okay? And we're talking about the Bill of Rights and the history of the Bill of Rights. That's what we're talking about. And what is it there for? It was a response to what the British did during the Revolutionary War and leading up to the Revolutionary War. First Amendment, speech, press, assembly. Right? The British were taking presses. They're going into people's houses, taking presses away. Right? They were barring duly elected assemblies from meeting. Okay? Barring that assembly. And freedom of speech. They're barring people from speaking their minds. As we move through, I'll skip the second for now, but we get into unreasonable search and seizure. What happened was, the British government, the British general, they're using general search warrants, right? Again, Mr. Speaker, constitutionality was brought up.
Whoa. Just a moment. Use your microphone, please, Representative O'Brien. Just please state your point of order.
He's off the bill, Speaker. That's my point of order.
So you say non-germane?
Not germane. Germane.
Non-germane. So, with place, I would ask you to limit your comments to the bill, and just the bill, please.
So again, constitutionality, which is to the bill. It was to the bill that was spoken earlier. They said it was constitutional. Well, here's the thing. All these Bill of Rights were put together in response to what the British did. All right? What was Lexington and Concord? Lexington and Concord was a gun raid, right? It was two things. It was a gun raid, and it was an attempt to seize certain persons that were deemed illegal. That's what Lexington and Concord was. So the Second Amendment was established to allow for the keeping of arms. All those, I'm going to disagree with a lot of people in that the way the amendment was written was to protect just these types of weapons of war. And here's my problem. You can disagree with us having weapons of war. That's fine. You could disagree with people having weapons of war. But change the Constitution. Amend the Constitution. Don't try to get around it by using cute legal language. Because what we're doing is, you know, people talk about the features. Oh, we can't ban a whole class of firearms, but we can ban features of firearms. Well, it's the same thing. You're accomplishing the same thing, and you're subverting the Constitution and claiming it's based off of the idea that you're only banning features. And if we allow it to happen with the Second Amendment, what happens with the rest of them? We're already starting to ignore a whole series of the Bill of Rights, but what happens if we allow it here? And again, we have a responsibility. If we don't like the Rhode Island version of the freedom to keep and bear arms, we should change it, right? If people don't like the right to keep and bear arms, we should change the Constitution. Don't try to subvert it with cute language, because that's what we're doing, regardless of whether judges agree with it.
1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Regardless of whether or not it's our responsibility to judge constitutionality on this bill now, and the judges are only there if we get it wrong, and we'll see the judges get it wrong. We'll get it wrong. We'll see the judges get it right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.